Well, good afternoon, baseball fans. This is Vinny coming to you in another 2025 season tournament as we're getting close to finding out the American League champion. This is a game between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. Now, the Yankees, they won their game against the Tigers yesterday. They beat Tarek Skubal behind Max Fried by a score of 2-1. And so the Yankees are in a position where if they can win this game, they will be able to win the American League Championship. The only other team that could possibly catch them would be the Royals, and the Yankees beat the Royals head to head, so they would win the championship. Right now, the Yankees stand at 4-3 in this uh, leg of the tournament, and the Tigers are at 2-3. So again, the Yankees, if they can win this game, they will win the American League outright. There will still be the Kansas City-Seattle series to play, and of course the National League series. And in the National League, the Cubs are winning that league with a 4-1 record. Cincinnati is next at 3-3, Milwaukee 2-2, and the Mets are in last at 1-4, and so they really don't have a chance to win the National League at all. So in this game, excuse me, we're going to see Carlos Rodon on the hill for the Yankees against Jack Flaherty. As I said, the first game was between Max Fried and Tarek Skubal, with the Yankees winning that game. Here are your lineups for the game. Gleyber Torres leading off for the Tigers at second base. Jahmai Jones hits second, the designated hitter. Riley Green is in left field. Batting fourth is Spencer Torkelson at first base. Dylan Dingler will be the catcher, hitting fifth. Zach McKinstry will be the shortstop, hitting sixth. Wenzel Perez, he will be the right fielder, hitting seventh. Andy Banez at third base, hitting eighth. Javier Baez is the center fielder, batting ninth. And the Yankees are going to go with Trent Grisham leading off in center field. Aaron Judge will bat second in right field. Ben Rice will hit third at first base. Giancarlo Stanton, the cleanup hitter at the DH spot. Cody Bellinger will bat fifth in center field, followed by Jazz Chisholm at second base. Batting seventh is the catcher Austin Wells. Jose Caballero, the shortstop, will hit eighth, and Ryan McMahon, the third baseman, will hit ninth. And it looks like everything is ready to go, and we will get this game underway. First hitter is Gleyber Torres. And we roll the dice. I roll the dice as always. It is a tough 93, and that's going to be a ground out to shortstop for the first out. The game is underway. Alrighty, Jahmai Jones. We have tough 73. Fly out to right field. Riley Green batting third. Here we go. We have tough 39, and it's a strikeout. Whoops, hit the wrong button. We're going to undo that. And it's a strikeout. That'll be a 3 up and 3 down inning. Whoops, somehow I messed up here. I forgot to put Cody Bellinger in left field. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we go to the bottom of the first, Trent Grisham. It's amazing they didn't tell me that when I started the game that I didn't have a left fielder in there. All right, so Trent Grisham leading off. We have a tough 77. Fly out to center field, out number 1. Aaron Judge. Okay, tough 54. Just on the edge. There you can see 54 is a strikeout. And that's out number 2. Here's Ben Rice. And we have tough 79, fly out to center field. And an easy inning for both Rodon and Flaherty. Top at number 2. All right. Spencer Torkelson, patient, 13. He draws a walk. Okay, we're not going to do any stealing with him. All right, Dylan Dingler. We have patient 72. That is a grounder to second baseman, so we have a possible double play chance. A 5 for Dingler, 6 for the pitcher, and we roll an 8, so it's a force out at second base. And second to short. All right. Zach McKinstry, lefty on lefty here. We have a patient 6. It's another walk. All right, first and second. Here is Wenzel Perez. Tough 42, strikeout. And Ibanez. The runners on first and second, 2 outs. In play, 20. That is a single, and that 6 is going to get the run scored, and McKinstry will go to third. So we have a hit, a single, and runners advancing 2 bases, 1-0 Tigers. Javier Baez. Wheelhouse, 85. That is a single. And Ibanez goes to third. 2-0 now, Tigers. So they're getting the Rodon here in the second. All righty. Now we have patient 70. Patient 70, and it's a walk to Gleyber Torres. That loads him up to Jahmai Jones. Uh-oh. Tough 7, strikeout. Tigers leave them loaded, but they get 2. Bottom of the second. Giancarlo Stanton. Tough 33, strikeout. There's Cody Bellinger. Ballpark 37. That's a wheelhouse roll. Let's roll the dice. 52 on the wheelhouse roll is going to be a double. Bellinger stands on second base. 1 out. Runner on. Here's Jazz Chisholm. We have tough 82. A fly out to center field. Runners hold. Austin Wells. We have defense 21. And it's the range of the shortstop. He's a B. So we're going to roll it. And we get a 34. And the hit range is 1 to 35. So this is going to be a hit. And it's going to be a single. And that's going to get the run home. So we have a base hit single. Bellinger will score. Wells has an RBI single. It's 2-1. Jose Caballero coming up. And we have patient 54. He draws a walk. And so now we have Ryan McMahon. Third baseman comes up. We have defense at the 58. This is going to be a possible error on the second baseman. Now, Gleyber is an E5, so he has a 1 to 30 chance of getting an error. It's a 16. And so the dice roll is a 10 for the error. That makes it a 1-base error. So Gleyber with the error, going back to his Yankee days. Bases loaded, 2 outs, Trent Grisham. Here we go. We have tough 78, and that'll end it with a fly out to center field. All right, Yankees do get a run, leave them loaded, 2-1. We head to the third. Riley Green. Wheelhouse 76, and that is just outside the range on that left-hand side. And that 76 is going to be a fly out to center field. Here's Spencer Torkelson. We have tough 42 strikeout. Dylan Dingler. Defense 64. We have an error on the third baseman. McMahon is an E4. That'll be a 1 to 36 chance for an error. We roll a 56, so it's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Okay. That's a third defense reading we've had in this game. Okay, Aaron Judge, bottom of the third. He's leading it off against Flaherty. We have ballpark 98 in play. 29 is a single. Judge with a base hit. He had 12 stolen bases. All right, so his jump is a 3. Pitcher holds is a 5, so that would be an 8. And it's a C, arm of 2, so they're not going to hold him on. All right, here's Ben Rice. We have tough 94, fly out to right field. John Carlos Stanton. Tough 82. Well, you look at that. Right in the tough range, 82. That's a single, and being it's a tough reading, it'll just be a one base advance. First and second now. Cody Bellinger. And we have tough 44. And Bellinger is going to come through with a base hit. As it's a single, another hit, another one base hit. And that will move the runners one base. Here's Jazz Chisholm. Bases loaded for the Yankees. All right, we have tough 91. That is a grounder to second. Okay, double play of 4 on Jazz. And it's a 7, so they're going to get the out at second. All right, he's out at second to short. That'll get a run home. And it's 2-2 now. Austin Wells. And that RBI hit his last time up. Ballpark 53. That is a wheelhouse roll. Here we go. 22. And Austin Wells has just dinged a 3-run homer. And it is now 5-2 Yankees here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. Jose Caballero. Patient 32. A walk. Caballero's on. All right, Ryan McMahon. Caballero would be 7 to 12. It's a 12. A B2. We'll drop him down to a C2 being held. So 12C2. 12C2. And you know, with McMahon up there, the Yankees are going to try and get the stolen base. So here we go. We're going to roll a D20. The 2 percentile dice. It's an 18. So that's going to drop his rating down even to a D now. And it's 64. So it's going to be a D to 64. D2 64. And he is out. So he tries to steal and he's out. And that'll do it for the Yankees. But big inning, 4 runs. Big blast by Austin Wells, who has now 4 RBIs in the game. Okay. Zach McKinstry leading it off. Let's see if Rodon can settle things down. In play, 91, and that's a fly out to right field. Perez. Tough 58. And that's right on the cusp. And Perez is going to get the single. All right. Andy Ibanez coming up. Tough 37. And that is a double for Ibanez. There you go. 1-35 is a strikeout. He gets a 37 two-base hit. And now you have second and third and just one out. Javier Baez. We have Wheelhouse 25. That is a double. 2 runs are going to score. It is 5-4. And Rodon is struggling here. Gleyber Torres coming up. And we have Tough 98. Fly out to left field. Jahmai Jones. And we have double zero. We're going to roll that again. So it's Tough 29, and that's a strikeout. But they get to him. Tigers come up with 2 more runs, and it's now a 5-4 ball game as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Ryan McMahon, who was up there when Caballero got thrown out. Okay, we have Tough 60 strikeout. Trent Grisham. All right, Patience 61. That's a double for Grisham. Grisham with a double. Aaron Judge. Tigers can get the bullpen going, I think. Here's Judge. Tough 48 strikeout. And Ben Rice. Okay, we have Patient 13, walk. And Giancarlo Stanton. We have Tough 55, and that's a strikeout. Now, big guys can't do much in this inning. Here we go, top of the 5th. Rodon, by the way, has a 6 on the fatigue. Okay, here we go. Patient 11, that's a walk to Riley Green. Spencer Torkelson. Tough 53. And that is a single for Torkelson. First and second. And that's going to be it for Rodon. The Yankees have seen enough. Rodon is struggling. And let's see, who will we go with? That is the question. We're only in the bottom of the 5th, top of the 5th inning. Yankees are going to go with Ian Hamilton. Ian Hamilton. All right, now we got to, and again, this is an issue that I think has to be changed because all these guys are not active on the roster, but I have to scroll through every one of them to find my pitchers. Okay. Ian Hamilton, there he is, right there, coming in for Rodon. And Dingler is up with nobody out. Tigers trying to get back in this game. It's Tough 49. That's a strikeout. Dingler strikes out. Okay, Zach McKinstry. All right, defense 34. All right, defense 34. That is going to be the range of the right fielder, Aaron Judge. He is a C. A hit is 1-41. And we roll an 84. And so that's a fly out to right field. And here's Perez. Okay, we have ballpark 48. That is a wheelhouse for Perez. an 84, and boy, we luck out on that one. The 84 is going to turn into a ground out to the second baseman. And so he gets out of it. Okay, now I don't play exactly with the same rules, especially for starters. Um, Flaherty, I know the rule in payoff pitch is if he's given up by 3 runs by the time he got to his fatigue inning, his fatigue. But I uh, I go more with the Strat rules. 3 hits, 3 walks in that inning. So no POW right now for Flaherty. Here's Bellinger. And we have patient 18. That is a walk. Okay, so runner on first. Here's Jazz Chisholm. Patient 22. That's a walk. And now would be a good time to take out Jack Flaherty. You got a lefty. 2 out of 3 next hitters are lefties. Let me see who they have here for a lefty. We're going to go to Brant Herter. He's here somewhere. There he is up here. So Herter is a lefty. It's first and second, Austin Wells. Unfortunately, Wells can't bunt. And here we go, lefty on lefty. We have Tough, 64. And that is going to turn into a single for Austin Wells. And he's having quite the game. Let's see. Runner on second, advances 1 base. All right, here's Caballero. They're going to play back for the double play. We have Tough 58. And that is a single for Caballero. Yankees will get a run. Ryan McMahon, lefty on lefty. Now they're going to bring the infield in with the bases loaded. Okay, we have Tough 41. That's a strikeout. Trent Grisham, keeping the infield in. All right, we have Tough 63. That is a base hit. Another one of those tough hits. Now you've got Aaron Judge. They're going to play back for the double play with this. All right, this may not. Let's see. We have Tough 87. That is a fly ball to center field. And let me just see here. Runner is a 7. So we're going to say it's not deep enough. And the runners are going to hold. All right, here's Uncle Ben. Ben Rice. 0 for 2 and a walk. Tough 83. And fly out to right field. Yankees pick up 2 more runs and they kind of open their lead a little bit. It's now 7-4. As we go into the top of the 6th, Yankees will be looking for a new pitcher here. Mark Leiter. Okay, there he is. So Leiter's down there. Brings up Andy Ibanez. Ibanez is the third baseman, but they're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Ibanez. Let's see. Colt Keith. He's going to come in and bat. And he's right there for Ibanez. Okay. Pizza's up. There we go. We have Patient 48. And it's a double, leadoff double. Javier Baez. Wheelhouse 20. And let's look at the card. Wheelhouse 20. Home run. And Leiter is going to be tired. All right, so say goodbye to Mark Leiter. Is that even his third batter? Hold on a second. I think that was only his second batter, so he's going to have to stay in the game. Let's just take a look at the play results. Yep, he's only played pitched 2 batters, so Leiter's going to have to stay in here to face Gleyber Torres. All right, Patient 85. Ground out to short. All right, now Leiter can go. Oh, hang on a second, folks. I think I might have done something wrong here. All right, he's tired. That means we have to use a fatigue card for Leiter. All right, so let's find a relief card. All right, so it was Patient. All right, Patient 85. So actually, that's going to turn into a wheelhouse roll for Gleyber Torres, which means I'm going to have to roll the dice again. And there's a 67. That comes out to a base hit. All right. Now we're back on track here again. And now we can get rid of Mark Leiter. Okay, we are going to go with Devin Williams of all people, if he's available. I used him in the game yesterday. Devin Williams, yep, he's good to go. It's only a 1-run lead for the Yankees right now, as they quickly gave back those 2 runs. All right, Jahmai Jones, and guess what? Tigers will pinch hit. They're going to go with Kerry Carpenter. Kerry Carpenter. Carpenter, there he is. Going in for Jahmai Jones. Here we go, Gleyber at first. We have Wheelhouse, 40, and goodbye, so long, see you later. A 2-run homer, and the Tigers have retaken the lead. It's 8-7. Nobody out here in the 6th. Riley Green. Tough 18, strikeout. Spencer Torkelson. We have Patient 90. Fly out to left. Dylan Dingler. Ballpark 77. That's an in play. We'll roll the dice. 14 is a base hit. All right, Zach McKinstry is up. Tough 23, strikeout. Well, look at that. Three outfielders all in the same spot. Let's figure it out. All right. See who we're going to move where. Perez is going to go to center field. All right, so Perez is going to go. No, we can't. What do we got here? Something not quite right here. Well, that's because Curry Carpenter is the DH. All right, center. Perez is in right. Green is left. I think we got it all figured out. Second, DH, left, first, catcher, short, right, third, center field. All right, Curry Carpenter is going to stay in the game as the right fielder, or as a designated hitter. Let's just kind of look at the box score, see what it says. All right, so yep, that'll be the way it works. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, the Tigers will also go to their bullpen. There, that'll take care of Herder. And we'll go to Rafael Montero. So, pitcher Rafael Montero. There's Kyler Montero. Rafael Montero is right there. Okay. All right, Tigers have taken an 8-7 lead. Giancarlo Stanley in the bottom of the sixth. Wheelhouse 68, and guess what? Giancarlo Stanton has just tied the ball game, folks. Home run. And they were tied at 8-8. Each team has 11 hits. Tigers have an error. All right, Cody Bellinger. Patient 14. A walk. Well, if you like offense, this is the game. There's Jazz Chisholm. 8-2. They're going to hold them on. No, they'll hold them on, though. Make them a B2 instead of an A2. Alrighty, we have Wheelhouse 51. And Jazz Chisholm connects. A home run for Jazz. And so the Yankees come flying back. Let me see. Stanton, Bellinger, Chisholm. I think he's done his three batters. Yes, it has. So I think that's going to be it for Montero now. Tyler Holton, left-hander. He'll be the new pitcher to face the lefty Austin Wells. Okay, we have a tough out, 65. It's a single, but that's going to turn into an out, and it's a grounder to shortstop. And that's the first out of the inning for the Yankees. Here's Caballero. We have tough out 73. Fly out to center field. And Ryan McMahon. In play, 22. And that's a pop-up to the second baseman. All right. Okay, Yankees will once again go to the bullpen. We are in the seventh inning. And we are going to go with, let's see, Tim Hill. Tim Hill is going on the mound for the Yankees here in the seventh. 10-8 Yankees lead. Perez. We have a tough out, 80, and just a grounder to second. Colt Keith. We have Ballpark 13. That is a wheelhouse reading. Keith doesn't really have much in the wheelhouse. It's a 60 on the roll. That's just going to be a ground to the shortstop. And we're up to Javier Baez. We have in play 15 base hit. And Gleyber Torres. Patient out 21. Well to walk. And so, well, Bill's still in there. Lefty Curry Carpenter. We're going to leave him in. Here we go. In play 42. Grounder right back to the pitcher. That does it for the Tigers in the 7th. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Let's see what the Tigers are going to go with in this half of the inning. Have we done Brad Herter yet? He's a lefty. Okay. I guess the easiest thing would be to check the box score, right? Oh, Brad Herter's already been in the game. Okay. Montero. And Will Vest. Will Vest. Down at the bottom of the list. It would even help if they would put the names in alphabetical order. That would help. All right, Trent Grisham leads off. Tough 88. Ground out to second base. Aaron Judge, 1 for 4. We have in play 36. That's a base hit for the big man. All right, single. Now we have Ben Rice. We have tough 4 strikeout. And Big G, Giancarlo Stanton. Ballpark, 92. In play reading, 74 is a fly out to right field. All right. All right, we're going to go to the top of the 8th. I haven't drawn one FAC card in this game yet. Okay, Luke Weaver. Luke Weaver. All right. Riley Green, the hitter here in the 8th. 10-8 Yankees. Patient 98. Fly to the right field. Spencer Torkelson. We have tough 96. Fly to left field. Dylan Dingler. Tough 14 strikeout. All right. All right, we're going to head to the bottom of the 8th. Tigers going to the pen again. Let's see if they got anybody left. Have we used Canley yet? Again, check that box score. Nope. Canley. Let's see if he's available. Don't remember when the last time was that we used him. There he is. Looks like he's ready. All right. Cody Bellinger. Whoop. Okay. Bellinger. We have Ballpark 79. That's an in play. And 63 on the roll is going to be a fly out to left field. Here's Jazz Chisholm. Oh, okay, I rolled that one off the table, so we'll re-roll it. And we get Wheelhouse 97. And that's going to be off in the out section, fly out to right field. Austin Wells. And we have in play 35, popped it up, third base, side retired. Okay. So we head to the ninth. And we're going to see if David Bednar is available. I know he's been used a couple of times here. So let's see if he's available. Yep, there he is. Bednar will come in to try to shut it down. Okay. Zach McKinstry to lead it off. McKinstry, Perez, and Keith. Alrighty, we have Tough 86. Ground out to second base. One away. Let's see if the Tigers have anybody they can use to pinch hit with here. Doesn't look like it. Trey Sweeney is really, and Jake Rogers are the other two bench players, but Perez is going to be better than both of them. So here we go. Perez is up. And we have Patient 56. And right on the cusp, he is hit with the pitch. And they have a runner on first. Cole Keith, here we go. Patient 85. That is a grounder to second base. We have a 5 and a 6, so it has to be lower than a 5. It's not. It's going to be a fielder's choice. 2 down now. Brings up Javi Baez. Tigers down to the final out. There's the roll. We have a tough 45. That is a strikeout to end the ball game. And the Yankees, from all appearances, are going to win this American League title, regardless of what happens in the Kansas City Seattle series. Now, there is no way that I'm giving Jazz Chisholm the MVP for this game. Austin Wells, 3 for 5. He homered. He had 4 RBIs. I'm giving this one to Wells, especially with the season he's having this year. This may be the last time he gets an MVP. So Austin Wells is going to be the game MVP. Let me see. Ian Hamilton. Let's look at that score again. Let's look at the. All right, Tigers 4-8. All right, Tigers went ahead 8-7 in the sixth. Let's see who's pitching in the bottom of the sixth for the Yankees. There's 5 innings there. Mark Leiter and Devin Williams both pitched in the 6th inning. Neither one of them were very effective, that's for sure, but they went ahead and gave the win to Ian Hamilton, who wasn't even in the game at that point. So that's something that we're going to have to look into. I'll make a note of that. But either way, that's the ball game. Final score: Yankees 10, Tigers 8. And you can see they have a 5-3 record. And the Tigers will actually be 2-4. This is from the previous round that was included. That'll be something I hope they do too, though, where you can edit the wins and the losses. And that would help with that. But here we go. The Royals and the Mariners will be the next American League Series. And as I said, the Royals are actually 3-2 and not 4-2. So we'll wait and see. But thank you for joining me, and have a great day.